All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. Tonight, I'm going to do my first edition of the love list. So now, it's going to be my top 5 something that I noticed this week. And thanks to Diddy announcing that he's giving the donation to Howard and Jackson State, I had to do the top 5 most delusional HBCU fan reactions because Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything has just been insane all day. Because last night during the BET Awards, he said he was going to donate $1 million to Howard and to Coach Prime and Jackson State. So I'm going to play this clip for y'all right quick, and then we're going to go ahead and get into it.
So I'm going to drop another $1 million on Deion Sanders and Jackson State because we should play for us. Thank you, everyone, for the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. Peace. So I'm going to drop.
So, of course, HBCU Twitter went insane. So some of the most memorable tweets and Facebook posts, I just had to bring it to the people so y'all can see. All right. So now, my top 5 most delusional HBCU fan reactions. Over $1 million donation. But we'll get into that. What else I got to say about philanthropy later. All right. So number 5. We had a fan that had to check in and let us know that the former Miss Bezos gave $50 million to PV. I mean, why? Like, we know that Mackenzie Woods gave all them HBCUs that money, but the $1 million question is, what did they do with the money? Where did it go? For y'all to be so pressed about $1 million when you got $50 million, make it make sense. Anyway, moving on. Now, I'm not going to say that I was surprised to see some North Carolina A&T fans a little salty. I don't know. They just different. So apparently they were online talking about whatever it was, but they weren't too happy. Some of them were not too happy with Jackson State getting $1 million. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, like, you know, they're not in an HBCU conference anymore, but it just seems like to me, that they show up under every post concerning things that we be talking about. And like, so for them to be salty, like, I'm not surprised. A lot of times when we be having conversations, they try to center themselves in what be going on. So I can't even really just say that I'm surprised at all. So number 4, this was, yeah. All right. So number 3, I'm all for supporting HBCUs, but can we spread the wealth? Jackson State is not the only HBCU. Like, what are you, like, I don't understand. Like, what are you saying? Like, this, y'all. Like, I went through this person's profile. They do not have HBCU content on there. Like, even for their own school, like, it had been a minute since they posted anything. So I'm like, I'm trying to understand. How can you spread the wealth to something that you don't even see? Like, I guess these philanthropists just supposed to know you exist by osmosis. I think that a lot of times we just don't understand how these things work. Like, and it feels like to me that we point the finger at the wrong person. How can you get mad at Diddy for giving to Jackson State? We don't know what happened behind closed doors for him to go out there and do that. And I think he made a post, or Coach Prime made a post saying that they were friends. So that means that he's able to pick up the phone and call him and be like ABC or whatever. So in my opinion, you need to be looking at your administrators and saying, hey, why aren't we making those kind of connections that could be beneficial to our school as well? But that's just me, though. Woo, child. I need y'all to see my whole face right now. Listen, for those of y'all who don't know, FAMU went to Paris and performed for, they were a part of Louis Vuitton's fashion show. So that's where this comment stems from. Before this, they asked, would you take $1 million for your school, or would you take a trip to Paris in a designer bag? Let me hold on. Now, FAMU, rap list. You telling me that you ain't delusional with this tweet? There is not a bag in this world that I would want in a trip that I could take that would make me say I would rather have that than my school getting $1 million. Like, Grambling finna get that. In case y'all didn't know where I went to school at, I'ma GS you along. That's why. Hold up. That's why I got the jacket on tonight, the sweater, because I'm gonna tell you who was not bothered all day and wasn't delusional. Grambling State fans, Grambling State alone. Like, everybody else seemed like was just out of control. And so I just had to rest fully in my black and gold, in my red tonight. I'm red in now. Because, man, it was crazy all day. But moving on. Number one. Okay. Listen, y'all. For those of you who don't know, South Carolina State beat Jackson State in the Celebration Bowl last year. Dog. They've been roasting this girl. I bet you if I get on Twitter right now, she's still getting roasted. Like, why are you reminding us of a game loss because Jackson State got a donation for their school? Like, even one of my South Carolina State followers said, hey, we need to do better with our marketing and stuff. You can't be the top dog and then you get no kind of recognition, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? So there are people who understand what's going on, and then you have people that like this that are on my list of top 5 most delusional HBCU fan reactions. So Jackson State been roasting this lady all day. I ain't lying, y'all. I ain't lying. Oh. But it ain't been all bad. We had some people that were, that were happy for Jackson State. And of course they came with the clapbacks, right? Because that's how they do. Bro said, only the ugly people are bothered by Diddy and mentioning Jackson State. Oh my God. And then those are my 2 comments that I did really want to talk about. Since Coach Prime got to Jackson State, if you pay attention to what he's been doing, he's been giving out $1 million worth of games. All right. And what did y'all think was going to happen? Yeah, of course, you can make the claim that, it's Coach Prime, he's one of a kind, former NFL, But my question is, the strategic things that he's been doing, if they're working, as far as the social media, as far as reaching out to celebrities, as far as all the media and stuff that he's done, getting the locker rooms and things like that redone. The money that he's bringing into the city of Jackson, the amount of games that he had nationally televised. Is your leadership getting in those rooms, having those meetings, sending those emails, all right, to at least match the energy? That's all I'm saying. We even had, and Machala, he is a Jackson State alumni. But we have some other, other HBCU alums that kind of chimed in as well. And Dimitri Master, he went to Edward Waters. That's one of my favorite followers on Twitter. He always showing me love. But he said, yeah, they big, mad, and salty. Is it wrong of me that I find them extremely funny? And I don't know how much y'all know about Edward Waters University, but bro deal, they got some good things going on over there. Coach Morgan, they got some nice facilities for them. I mean, they really putting some of these D1 programs to shine with their facilities, no lie, and the things that they have going on. And then girl say, I need folks to be happy and move on. She's a FAMU rattler. And then GSU fan said, the mad folk are usually the same ones who give zero to next to nothing to their HBCU alma mater, but are always pocket watching what celebrities do. I think we just need to let that sit for a second. Let's get on folks say, I'll wait. Because one thing about me is I'm not going to ask more of anybody else than I would of myself. And like I said, it's hard. I'm going to be kind of it's going to be hard to convince me that you are like a regular donor of your university if I look at your social media and I don't even see not one post about your school. It's not even in your bio, and everybody knows HBCU grads put their alma mater in their bio. But it was that group of people that were so loud today, and it was just like, what are y'all even saying? But guess who wasn't loud? Again, Grambling State University. We weren't loud at all. You know why? Because from day one, Coach Hugh has embraced what Coach Prime is doing, and he knows that they're in two different lanes. They may have similar goals, but two different lanes. So I never see Grambling State really just going after Jackson State like I see a lot of these other schools. Grambling is a brand that's been there and built for decades. So we have absolutely no reason to be hating on Jackson State or anything Coach Prime is doing. Like I said, two different pots of money. What Grambling is doing, what Jackson State is doing. Some of y'all other schools, you might want to be on the phone, sending an email, because if it works, it works. It doesn't matter who the idea came from. And I think with SWAC schools, we get so bogged down on whoever did it, then I'm going to judge if I think it's a valid thing based on my perception of that particular school. And it be such silly reasons. It's like you cut off your nose to spite your face. But anyway, I'm not gonna go on my tangents tonight. I said that's another show. Okay. All right. So very important. I always want to make sure that we are being intentional about supporting our HBCUs, doing the things that we can for free. I get it. Some people don't have money to donate, but you can do these 4 things, and this goes for HBCU alumni and those that are not HBCU alumni but may want to support the school. Right? Follow the official pages. Turn your notifications on. Share one post, and it has to be from the official school pages. Just be intentional about doing that once a week. Okay? Use the correct HBCU hashtag. For example, Grambling has the Gram Fam. Jackson State has DI Love. Southern has Go Jags. Like, those kind of things matter. Okay? Then add your favorite HBCU to your bio. Okay? Those are 4 ways you can support HBCUs for free. I always want to be very intentional about saying that because, as I always tell you guys, increasing HBCU's digital footprint is very important. That's how we're going to increase our revenue. So doing something for free can bring you money. Absolutely right. And you don't have to be sitting up here mad at Jackson State because somebody's giving them a donation. You can get your own bag. How about nobody ever thought of that? And then it's like people are watching and seeing how y'all reacting. And I'll be honest, it's not very it's like, this how y'all act? Why would I give y'all money, right? If you can't even be happy to see somebody else up and, you know what I'm saying, doing good. So, but anyway, I just had to go through that. It's June 27th. You know what that is. If you from Houston, RPDJ Sprue. And as always, find your girl on Twitter. You know I got it going on over there. I'm always posting, trying to make sure I move the needle forward, doing my part. And y'all be sweet in these HBCU suites. Until next time, that's the love list. HBCU's top 5 most delusional fan bases. This is the Diddy and Coach Prime version.